Okay guys, we're at our new permission, and boy was it a bear to do this one. So basically I've been trying to get this permission for way over 10 years, and I finally got a hold of a guy, and they made me sign like a waiver and something. Plus I'm only allowed here at certain times. So I have, today is actually Christmas Eve, but the reason I'm out because I have a time limit, so I only have a few days that I can even be here. So I'll kind of go over a little bit of the history, because part of the disclaimer is I'm not allowed to be part of what's here now, you know what I mean? So I figured the best thing to do is just not mention where I'm at would be the best way to do it. Even though I'm going to still put the disclaimer in the video, I'll just not mention where I'm at. But so basically what we're doing is we're at a place that used to be, this place used to be an old country club back in the late 1800s for rich people. Then basically the depression, when the depression hit, you know, the depression hit the rich first, then they basically lost the country club. Then towards the end of it, it became a public course, like in 41 or something like that, 1941. So it's kind of ironic because it was just for rich people at first, and eventually, you know, anybody could come here and play golf. And so there's like it's another Ravens like that's through here, and it's like woods. So we're just on a signal because I have permission just to be in the wood part of it. I'm not allowed on the physical property. And today I was kind of worried because I stopped at the guard's office and they didn't know about me being here. So then he finally called a couple people, but you know, 30 minutes later he got the okay. So basically I'm gonna be on vacation a few days next week, so I'm going to come here as much as I possibly can to see if we can find something, then go over. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to tell you where I'm at, but I'll kind of show you around. So we're basically, it's just in the woods is what it is. And somebody I used to work for, you know, like I said, since 9/11 the security is like really high on everything now, and I think that's why it is the way it is. Not saying, you know, the property itself, I can understand why you shouldn't be on there, but I think the security is a lot higher now since because of 9/11. And but I used to work with a guy, and he said he used to take his dog back in here for walks, and he said there was places in here where you could actually tell there was a country club back here. So that's why I've been trying to get this permission for so long, and I finally landed. And it's a good size area to work in. So we'll probably just like jump around a little bit searching, and we're just going to see if we can find any evidence that the country club was here, you know. And sure, on the other side there is, and we got, like I said, I got permission to do all the woods. So, and we're probably, you know, hopefully I can do at least 4 or 5 days here. And I don't have any like outline. I have no idea how the country club was in here, how the golf course was set up. I know at the end it was like a 9-hole golf course. That's about all I know about that. But it's pretty cool though. I mean, this is the Ravens part of it down in here. Then over on the other end, we'll probably go to the other end last, and there's actually an old school over at the other end. But like I said, I'm more than likely not going to say a lot about where I'm at just because of that disclaimer. I'll still put the disclaimer in there, but there's no reason, because I'm going to be in the woods. I mean, no one's actually don't even know where I'm at anyways. And I don't think anybody, just over what I'm telling you about, I don't think anybody's going to be able to figure it out. They might, but I doubt it. So I'm going to put the disclaimer in there just in case. And I'm sure they don't want people coming and trying to get permission. A lot of people, you know what I mean? And that's because I got the other place I was trying to get down there in Westfall, I didn't get it. So that church actually contacted me and told me that I wasn't allowed. And I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because if they let one person do it, they'll have to let other people. So if someone's seen me there, they might stop. Then, you know, it just becomes like a bunch of people who say, well, you let that guy do it. There's actually, it looks like there's a creek down, but I've never been in here. So me walking back here, this is the farthest I've ever been in here. So actually where I parked at, there's like a rip in the fence, and I actually just walked in here about a couple feet, and I didn't want to come on the property because there's trespassing signs, you know what I mean? I don't go on property with trespassing signs, and this property you get in a lot of trouble. So if you was on this property and you didn't have permission, you could get in a lot of trouble. That's why I had to go through the security box and everything this morning. So I'll get back to you guys. I'm gonna get the equipment out of the truck and we'll see what we come across. Hopefully, they say there was a lot of deer and stuff back here too. Hopefully we'll run into some animals. So I'll get back to you as soon as I get onto something. Okay guys, so I turned the metal detector when I came in. I didn't really know where to go because I can't see any. It's just, we're in the woods basically. So I just started going around a couple of trees. I got a signal. I dug like one piece of metal and I started coming down this hill because there's an open area down here. And I got a signal on them. We got our first silver. So this is the, and it's a 1917. So we got a 1917 mercury diamond. We're like right on the hill. So we're probably, I mean, we're a little bit away from the truck, but not that far. And we're just on the hillside. So when I was back here starting the video, that hillside, that's what I'm doing. And I got this like killer signal, and sure as shit, it's a silver. So second signal and a silver. Like I said, because this has never been metal detected. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna find here, but there's no way anybody's ever metal detected this unless they snuck in here. So I'll get back to you as soon as I get on my next signal. Okay guys, we're back in here down by the creek. So basically all I'm doing is walking down that hillside where I just found that merc. I'm just coming down the hillside. So I'm not really focused. I'm metal detecting as I'm walking, but I'm not focused on one certain area right now. I'm just kind of scoping it out. And this is the Ravens part down here, the creek. But you can tell people's been back here because there's a tunnel down there and it's all got graffiti all over it. And I know they were having problems with the homeless. And I think at this area I just walked up on, because you can kind of tell, but I'm not positive. This could just be trash that's washed up in here from the creek. Because even though that's a little, it looks like a little creek, when it rains, it'll flood in here. But this is something I noticed right here. Because I haven't ran across anything yet that I can tell from that it was part of the old country club, but this here. So there's like a rock wall here. Like, you know, it's down on the ground, but there's something that's made out of rocks down in here. So I'm gonna kind of this, but like I said, this might have been a road. This might have been a road that come down in here. You know what I mean? That might be what that is. Because it would have been real fancy, because this was basically for rich people. So the golf course and everything. I know the main house, the clubhouse, had burnt down, so it's not here any longer. But I think the one that they built to replace it's still here. But I ain't gonna be able to video that because, like I said, I got stuck in the woods. So, but I'm pretty sure that's what this is. I mean, you can tell it just comes right down. There might have been a bridge in here, and a lot of it, like I said, since that friend of mine was telling me about that, a lot of it's probably changed, because you can see over in the side of that bank where they put in drainage pipes. So a lot of it could have changed over since he lived back here. But he said you could tell. I haven't ran into anything where I could tell there was a country club ever than this. I can guarantee you that was a road coming down through here, and there was probably a bridge here, then this hill. So, you know what I mean? But I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get on another signal. But I'm not, like I said, we're not focusing right now unless I come across an area where it's obvious that there's gonna be a lot of stuff. But like I said, so far I dug a piece of trash, a mercury dime, and a key, an old key, little like lock key or something. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto a good signal. Okay guys, so I'm right beside where the road is, and I didn't, like I said, I ain't getting any signals. it's like I just got like a killer feeling about this place, because I'm not getting a bunch of signals. There was some trash down there, so I didn't mess around there. I went up above where that little rock wall was, and I got like a couple different signals, and one was banging, and I dug it, and we got another mercury dime. So we got a 1941. So in 1941, that's when the public course would have been in here. But I'm hoping to come across some old stuff from like the 1800s. So far we got a mercury dime, a 1917 and a 1941, and I can't tell. There's something on. I know I didn't hit it. I don't think. This one is in pretty good condition too. So it was probably, I would say this was probably dropped in the mid 40s. That's pretty good. But I have another signal, so we're gonna check this other signal, because actually the signal I stopped for was like it sounded like a nickel. So let's see. But the reason I say that, because I'm not getting a bunch of signals. I'm not like, there's not like a bunch of signals. So I'm just strolling along, and all of a sudden, bang, I got a signal. And these are the kind of places you want to find. Plus, I mean, how often do I find 2 silvers? I ain't been here that long. I bet you I've only been here about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Pull tab. So this was the signal I was stopping for. So there was a pull tab there and a mercury dime here. Let's check it one more time before we move on. Man, I just got a feeling, plus this is the first day here. Plus that hillside, actually everything, the main part of the stuff's over on the other side of this creek. That looks like that's what it was. But I'm not focused, so I'm gonna keep moving because I think it'd just be a scattered area. I'm hoping to come across an area where it's just, and you gotta think, I walked from over there all the way down through here and I didn't even get a signal. But like I said, we're limited to our time. So I'll probably just work down through here. There's an old tree here. I'll probably focus over here a little bit, see if we pull another silver. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto another one. Okay guys, I got another signal. So we were just right there and I just moved over this far. $12.44. And it looks like it's shallow, like it's pretty shallow. Let's see, I mean, see that? That's if, I mean, it could be trash because it looks like it's a bigger, it might be a can though. Yeah, it's a can. I mean, I thought that was gonna be a silver bigger than shit. Other than being shallow, but that other was pretty shallow. I was like, damn. I'll just leave the camera on for a minute. But see, a lot of this has to do with luck. Maybe I'm just getting really lucky and hitting the right spot. Because I haven't done like a huge amount of metal detector. I'm just walking is what I'm doing. But that signal, there, I stopped it because I thought it was a nickel or something. Then when I stopped, then I got that louder signal. And we're just like rare. We haven't even covered 0.1%. You know what I mean? But I can guarantee you, I'm almost positive there's no way this has been detected. There's just no way. And like I said, but so far, I'm almost sure it hasn't. We just need to find a real saturated spot. Because anywhere that's old, if you go somewhere old, if you search, you're gonna find something, you know what I mean? Even from hunters dropping stuff. I mean, it's not a good signal, but like I said, I'm still trying to find a saturated spot. So, you know, we're looking for basically anything that's old. So we're trying to find something that'll date us back into the 1800s. And that, so we're back to 1917. But that 1917 Merc was pretty wore. I need to put my gloves on. I was just so excited when every time I find silver, I get excited. That's why I took my gloves off. Where'd the signal go? I don't think that's what was banned, but we'll check it. It could be copper. I keep hearing something tapping around. I think we're gonna end up running onto something. Yeah, it was that piece of copper. That noise is an overload. That means there's something huge laying there. This is just something on top of the ground, another pop can. So we're definitely gonna pick it up because I told him I'd carry out trash. Damn. I like someone's having a little party back here. It's still really nice back in here. So this street here is kind of old looking. I mean, basically a place like this, if I get to where I'm kind of frustrated and I'm not finding a saturated spot, I'll probably just go around the trees. I don't know what this is. That is. More likely that was it. Beer can. Well, I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto a good signal, because it looks like I'm gonna have to get a lot of walking through here. Okay guys, so basically I walked around. I walked until I got tired and I started heading back because I know I got to come back to the truck. Plus I think it's on a rain. And so I basically metal detected all the way back. I found a couple pennies and stuff. So I got back up here where I found that first mercury dime. And I just kind of like went around the area and I wasn't really finding anything. So I went right to where, so as you can see, I found that 1917 right here. And I was getting this like real light signal. And then I pulled up and here's a buffalo nickel. But it was real weird. It was a real low signal. It's weird that it was a buffalo. So it came in at 1212. But the reason I was digging it because I dug at 1917. I thought I was gonna find a piece of gold or something. And here's a buffalo. I can't see what it is. But it's definitely a buffalo nickel. Great find. I don't dig a lot of nickels. So it's kind of cool. Because when I knew it was a nickel when I got out of the ground, I seen the buffalo first. So basically, the other thing about the permission is I have a time limit. So I'm only allowed to be here up till 2 o'clock. So since like I said, we found that 1917 there, then right over here, it ain't even a foot away from it, I found that buffalo. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of grid in here. I mean, it could have been from the same person, but like I said, when I walked back in there, I never found like a hot spot. But we're just hitting, this is like a little tiny spot. We're gonna be here a lot. We're gonna be here for a bunch of days, and this is just the first step to it. And actually I was trying to look for a spot to where I could actually tell that the country club was here, but I'm pretty sure the country club was on the other side. But you know, who knows, it was like a huge place. And obviously I found a couple silvers down on this side. So, and the other side is more of on a slope, plus those buildings are down there. They're, you know, basically it's more or less getting towards where the open area is. And like I said, I really don't want to do any of that because I told them I would just be in the woods. Basically I told them they probably wouldn't even know I was here. And it's kind of important, you know, because like I said, there's actually, I'm pretty sure the place is closed, but there still might be people living in there, you know what I mean? And I walked around, I seen one deer I've seen one deer since I've been in here. I seen the back of its tail is white. I thought I was seeing shit first, then I kind of walked towards it, then I actually seen it, but it ran. I mean, it ain't like over at the other place where they walk up to you. It took off when it see me. So I'll get back to you, but I want to probably grid this area for about an hour, then we're going to get out of here, because like I said, it's getting pretty close to 2 o'clock, and I don't want to break any of the rules that I laid. And I actually laid the rules down myself because I had to fill out the paper, so I don't want to break, because this is just the first day. And like I said, tomorrow's Christmas, so I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. Then I'll be here Sunday. But like I said, unless the weather, the weather, you know, might mess us up if we get rain. But hopefully, because this morning I got up and it was really nice out. So basically, so far we got 2 mercs and a buffalo nickel. I mean, that's killer. I mean, no matter what, we've already had a killer day if we weren't even allowed to come back here. But there's a lot more here, man, because this has never been metal detected. It's just a matter, you know, this is probably just from traffic, people walking through here, that we haven't even hit a hot area. And I haven't seen anything that, you know, whatever that dude was telling. But like I said, you know, sometimes when you talk to people, they feed you full of bullshit anyway. So he might have just been giving me a bunch of bullshit because he knew that I couldn't come back in here, because I've never been in here. So there's no way I would even know until I got the permission to even come in here, because up and there's another side to it, and there, as soon as you go in, there's a giant trespassing sign right there, and you can see where the homeless have been in there. And I'll probably save that side for last, because there's no way we're gonna be able to metal detect all this. I'm just jumping around hoping to come across a hot spot, and if I hit a hot spot, we're gonna stick to it until it goes dry. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm limited to about 4 or 5 hours. But I'll quit babbling, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto another signal. Okay, guys, I'm back down here by the creek. There's that tunnel I was talking about. This is like the main road up here. Where you see all that trash over here. I think a lot of it's just washed in here. But I was up there gridding that little area, and I wasn't getting anything. I found a little piece of junk, and that was it. There were, like I said, but there's no signals. You know what I mean? So, you know, to me, I like that kind of metal detecting, because then if you get a signal, it's something good, you know. So you're just walking around. Basically, you spend most of your time just walking around is what you're doing. Well, I'm just checking out down here because I'm trying to find a place where I can cross, because actually where I park, as far as this end, is probably the best place other than going through the gate. Then, like I said, if I go through the gate, I gotta go back through the gate. So I'm more or less trying to, you know, only half of it. I think half of it's in where you have to go through the security gate. The other half you don't have to. So I'm gonna try to stick to what I'm doing right now, at least for a few days. But when I come back in here, I notice there's a wall up here. So there's a wall up here in this embankment. So I'm gonna basically cross here and go up there and mess around a little bit. Then we'll probably be getting out of here. Because it's, like I said, I got like less than an hour to get out of here. So, and like I said, we've dug 2 silvers, a buffalo nickel. I think I've dug like 2 or 3 just regular, because I was digging pennies. I was getting these signals that were like a foot in the ground, and they were just memorial pennies. So I thought that was weird. But I figured we'll go up here and see what this wall is up here. So I'll get back to you as soon as I get onto a signal. Okay, guys, I got up here. This is what it is. I mean, it's obviously old. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's definitely old. There's some bricks over there. But I noticed too, well, I don't have, anybody knows what that is, let me know in the comment section. But I don't have a clue. I don't know, it could be a smokehouse, I guess. I mean, it's possible. But see, with the way these trees are, I noticed when I'm back in here, I'm seeing carvings. I don't know how old this tree over here is pretty old, but I mean, we'll find out. Like I said, we're just getting started. So, because actually what this says on this tree over here, it says KKK, Ku Klux Klan, and then it says 72 up here, and it's got some arrows and stuff on it. But I've seen a couple of them back here like that. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if I don't think the Ku Klux Klan was big in 1972, but that's what it says, 72 on there. But I'll try to show you guys some more, because I've seen a lot of them when I was on the other side. But like I said, we're over on the side, basically, the side we're on now is basically where the country club was. So that's possible that could be a smokehouse. So we're gonna focus over here for a little bit before we get out of here. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto a signal. Okay guys, we're on a call today. Yeah, I mean, we had a great day. We got this new permission, but I've been having so many problems with the camera. So just today they came up with a new app for the GoPro, and I don't know what's going on with it. It's something to do with that new app, and you have to download it when you turn your camera on, so you don't have a choice like to have the old app or anything. And I can't even figure out anything close to getting it to work. But hopefully I got pretty good footage, because I tried the video. So if I leave the camera on for a long period of time, that's probably why, because I'm having camera issues. And it's like I said with this GoPro, every time they do something new, and you have no choice. It'd be different if you had a choice, if you could upload it. I'd rather just keep the stuff I had originally, but it don't work that way. So you could be out in the field metal detecting, making a video, and all of a sudden, boom, you have to do something with your camera in the middle of a video, you know what I mean? And that's basically what was happening. I was actually doing the round at the wrap up, and it just went to crap on me. So basically we had a great day. We're at our new permission, and we just hit like a small amount of it. So I think I'm going to end up at least doing 5 videos here. And like I told you before, it's a limited permission. So after next Saturday, I'm not allowed to come here anymore. So I'll probably go home. I got a good idea. I think when we went in, we found that mercury dime, that 1917. I actually came back and found a buffalo nickel too, right there in that same area. But I think it was just luck. I don't, because the whole time I was out, I didn't find a hot area where I was getting and there's no signals. So it's kind of cool, because most of it you're just walking. So you're just walking around. As soon as you hit a good signal, it's something decent. So, and that's basically how it was. I dug some junk. I got in, there was a lot of tops of beer cans back here for some reason. They were everywhere, but I did dig some of those. And like I said, tomorrow's Christmas. This video, you guys see this video, it'll be Sunday. And stay tuned, at the end of the video I'll be doing the giveaway for the metal detector too. But then I'm going to be back here Sunday. I'm off 3 days next week. I'm going to try to come every day. Then I have to go back to work Thursday. Then I'm off Friday. I'll probably come here Friday and Saturday will be the last day. And we're just, like I said, this is a huge place. And that's why I'm basically just doing a lot of walking around, because I'm trying to find a hot spot, because I know it's limited. And I'm positive that, I mean, someone might have snuck in here. I mean, I was just standing here by the side of the road, and some dude stopped and asked me if I was bow hunting. Well, you can't bow hunt on this property. And but I heard there was one of these places over here, someone actually did go in and was shooting off a gun hunting, and the cops showed up. But when you're out, even though you got permission and stuff, you have to do that, because you have so many nosy people that come up to you, and usually they don't do what that dude just did. Usually they just ask how you doing or something like that. But this guy literally stopped in the road and asked me if I was bow hunting. And I was like, no, I'm making a YouTube video. So I'll basically show you guys what we found. And like I said, we'll be back here, and stay tuned. At the end, I'll be picking the winner for that metal detector. So this is what we found. So we ended up pulling 2 mercs, and this is a great day. I mean, we had a great day. It doesn't seem like we dug a lot, but this is a killer day. So we got a 1941 merc that's in really good condition. We pulled this 1917, but you can tell it's war. So I don't know what year it was dropped or anything, but it's war. I think the 1916 is the key date. It's pretty close to a key date coin though. Then we got this buffalo nickel. And this was like a real low. This come in at 1212, but I'm also having problems with my detector. I'm gonna have to go home and do some settings on it, because there's something going on with that detector too. I don't think I was searching in the coin mode for some reason. But I don't find a lot of buffalo nickels, but I like finding them. They're pretty cool. But when I dug this, I thought it was gonna be a V nickel at first. Then I seen that buffalo. Pretty cool find. And we dug 2 wheat pennies. Like I said, on the other side, there was that place that looked like a smokehouse, but there was also looked like there were some old steps in there. And I found one of the wheat pennies over there. Then of course these are the ones. At least 2. I might have been 3 of them. I think at least 2 of them were those foot digs I dug, a foot down in the ground, thinking I was finding an Indian or something. It was just memorials. Dug that key, whatever this is. I found this top of this old Coke bottle, but you can see it's melted. This is a good sign too, you know. But this is the only one I found. Then of course there's all the trash we dug. But like I said, stay tuned guys, because I'm gonna be picking the winner of that giveaway. And you can hear that wind. It's getting ready to storm. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, guys, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. It's time to pick the winner of the metal detector. So there's 27 people in it. Let's see who the winner is. And there's a winner. So if this is you, to get a hold of me, you can either give me your mailing information on Instagram, or you can contact me through email at crazyclown49@gmail.com. And all my information's over in the video or in the channel description, and you can go there and you shouldn't have a problem getting a hold of me. So I'll probably wait for this person to get a hold of me, then I'll probably try to contact them. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you in the next one.